My educational philosophy started to take its form when I decided to become a teacher, and everything I have experienced and learned since then had an impact on how I want to be as a teacher. And I believe, like Nelson Mandela said, that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I want to be a teacher that is respectful, that values diversity, and that is inclusive. My class are going to be heterogeneous, and all my students are going to come from different socioeconomic, ethnical, and cultural backgrounds. Stephen Covey says that strength lies in differences, not in similarities. People often get judged by their background, gender, and beliefs, but I as a teacher want to respect all my students, and regardless of their gender, background, and beliefs, I want to do my best to make my students feel accepted and involved in my classroom. Like Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, but involve me and I learn." By involving my students, I get them more engaged and motivated to learn. I want to be a supportive teacher. Jerome Bruner believed that when children start to learn new concepts, they need help from teachers and other adults' form of active support. To begin with, they are dependent on their adult support, but as they become more independent in their thinking and acquire new skills and knowledge, the support can be gradually faded. And the Australian curriculum says that high expectations should be set for each student, as teachers account for the current level of learning of individual students and the different rates at which students develop. As a teacher, I need to support my students, and all my students learn in different ways and also in different speed. Therefore, they need different kind of support. Some of my students will need my support more than others, and over a longer time. But some students don't need me that much. When they get more knowledge and more independent, I will start to take the support more and more back so that they can get challenged and learn even more. I want to help my students figuring out who they are, what they stand for, and where they belong in society. This is where the hidden curriculum comes in. It isn't an official part of the curriculum, but it involves learning a range of social conventions, learning about one's particular role in society, and the expectation that follows them. A role model is a person who inspires and encourages us to strive for greatness, live to our fullest potential, and see the best in ourselves. A role model is someone we admire and someone we aspire to be like. We learn through them, through their commitment to excellence, and through their ability to make us realize our own personal growth. We look to them for advice and guidance. As a teacher, I need to keep in mind that the students learn more from what you are than what you teach. And as a teacher, I have a virtual backpack that contains my attitudes and my beliefs. These attitudes and beliefs are going to affect how I teach in my classroom, and therefore they are going to affect my students and what beliefs and attitudes they have. I want to be a teacher that is creative, that is engaging, and that is motivating. One of the most important aspects of becoming a teacher is learning how to motivate your students, and this is also one of the most difficult aspects. As a teacher, I want to motivate and engage my students by being creative and come up with new learning methods. I don't want to use the same old traditional methods. I want to be able to come up with new and interesting learning methods so that my students get more engaged and motivated to learn the content. Students that aren't motivated will not learn effectively. So here you have my educational philosophy. I want to be respectful, I want to value diversity, be inclusive, be supportive, to be a role model, be creative, and be engaging and motivating.